episode motherfucking 6, bitch.
Let's get it.
Oh, you got paper. That's cute.
Yeah, see, I send you shit. You just don't fucking read it.
No, because, dude, there's a reason that I take the jobs with the least amount of reading involved. So.
Because you're Mexican.
Yeah, I just figured it out. I don't read, bro.
Bro, did you see that the administration released the Epstein suicide video to CNN? The full video, they found the missing clip.
The missing minute?
Yeah.
That's been out for like a month.
I know, but then under further review, what they did was they chopped the video up and they looped it.
For that
so
minute?
You still don't get it. It's a doctored video. Like they came out and said it is.
But you're talking about the minute that they found, put back. You're still saying that minute that they replaced to show. Oh, hey, it's doctored. It's still looped.
Yeah. I saw something about it today that comes out that which who did he give it to? CBS. I think it was CBS, fake news CBS. It's funny how everyone he's calling fake news, it's like now legitimate news. Like, here, let me give you shit to put out this narrative.
Are you saying Kash gave it to them?
No, all I saw was the administration gave it to them.
Administration. So we don't know if it was Scam Blondie, Kash Patel, or just
I don't know.
Somebody. Jeffrey Epstein jail video controversy, missing video.
Yeah, apparently they ran through some AI software or some shit and figured out how bad it was cut up and looped.
Yeah.
And CBS was the one that got the news article. And you know how clickbaity everyone is. They want to have that first shit out. They're the motherfuckers that came and said, hey, man, this ain't fucking legit.
Forensic examinations conducted in 2012 by experts and outlets like Wired, CBS News, and independent analysts focused primarily on traditional digital forensic techniques rather than AI-driven. So, okay, so that's probably what it's talking about. Such as metadata anomalies showing that video and stitched from multiple clips and processed through Adobe Premiere Pro. That's what you're talking about.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. Because I did hear Adobe Premiere Pro stuff. I didn't hear anything specific about AI.
And that's AI, right?
No, it's AI. No, it's a video editing software. But it's not.
Okay,
AI.
I thought all those were using AI nowadays.
No, Adobe Premiere Pro is like when you have like a video editor, like a professional, like something that Chase uses. Like he goes and he does physical editing. So
yeah. Okay.
But there's nothing from like recent of like this month. I think because all that is still referring to when it was done, like up to like July.
I don't know. So I just saw something recent where they were talking about it again. It's
probably recirculating through again, but I'm not seeing anything that was like they came back through it again or something like that. But yeah. I mean we all know Scam Blondie over there fucking saying like, oh, well, we learned is that whenever the tapes resets, it goes back a minute. So it was in the missing minute. And like, okay, so here we go. Now here's the missing minute. So is this bitch going to come back out and say, I'm sorry, I was misinformed, or like at least try to cover her ass instead of saying I fucking lied to everybody like she's been fucking doing? The files are on my desk. We're going through them right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm so fucking tired of all these goddamn conspiracy theories shit. You would think that the amount of tax revenue that we pay to that fucking government, to our goddamn government, they could have better fucking people that could write scripts that could make better fucking conspiracy theories. Like, you got motherfuckers out of Hollywood can make some good-ass movies for a lot less than fucking what we're paying in tax money. Get some of them good-ass motherfuckers over there in fucking D.C. Make them make your goddamn conspiracy. Make it believable. You fucking dumbasses. God damn.
What's funny is like I still can't, like I said on the last fucking episode, like from JFK till now, like they still haven't figured out how to make something believable, right? Because I have seen movies and fucking TV series that even I've been like, holy shit, I did not see that coming. We can see all this shit coming from a mile away because these fuckers stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, like, you know, like the fucking Charlie Kirk thing, and you know, I've been having this comparison with JFK for a bit now. Like, I see so many similarities, and like, it's like, God, man, like, look, I understand if it's broke, don't fix it. If it works, keep using it. Like, I understand that. It's a great technique, but obviously JFK didn't work because everyone fucking figured out in the goddamn 60s that was bullshit. Like, now we got more technology, we got all the social media, not just fucking newspapers and fucking radio. We got more bullshit out there, and God, man, they're fucking ridiculous. Like, it's about time they come up with the times or something. It just shows how outdated our processes in the government that they can't even fucking come to times with even a conspiracy theory. Back to, let's go term limits. Get some younger motherfuckers in there. And then next thing that, you got fuckface Kash that fucking, obviously he loves goddamn conspiracy theories. He fucking had a conspiracy theory fucking podcast, and he can't even make a good conspiracy theory. They're all fucked, man. God damn.
And going on from like to what you sent me earlier, right? Here, let's bring it up for everybody to see so people don't think we're just making shit up. There we go. FBI Director Kash Patel released a statement revealing the FBI is now investigating several quote-unquote conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk's murder. Charlie Kirk's murder are circulating online. They include theories about possible accomplices, the authenticity of the text conversation between Robinson and his roommate. Like, we didn't already know that was a fucking bullshit conversation that was made up from AI. The bullet's trajectory, weird. And even why Kirk, who normally wears black, was clad in white that day. Why does that fucking matter?
It makes it easier to put on target. So you got to think, if your crosshairs are black.
Yeah, okay.
And you're shooting against a black backdrop. Yeah, that's why.
Online sleuths are also hung up on the bullet's trajectory since clear video of the shooting is still widely available online. What? Social media users of the younger generations are also questioning the authenticity. Why can't I say that? Authenticity. Fuck you. Of Robinson's text messages to his surprised roommate, romantic partner. I mean, so now he's interested in what the fuck we're finding. Put your goddamn phone on silent, dick. Yeah. But here we are. Now Kash all of a sudden is interested in conspiracy theories. But remember, we're just a bunch of fucking anarchists.
Anarchy. What'd you think about that fucking video I did?
Yeah.
That anarchy. I wanted to make one dumb one out of all those clips. Fucking, no, man, just so much of this shit's so fucking weird. Like, you know, like going down that deep fucking rabbit hole of the fucking IP addresses, and where, you know, so Tyler Robinson was searched by fucking an Israeli IP address and DC the day before the shooting. And then fucking after Charlie Kirk's 10 demands and all this bullshit is pushed back against fucking Mossad, Israel. I got to quit calling Israel as a whole Mossad. Mossad is just the intelligence sector, but really that's what runs everything. But yeah, fucking, like, after he had his, 10 demand letter or episode, and then fucking a couple other weird podcasts, and one of them that's been scrubbed off the fucking internet because it never existed, I guess. But and then you see right after all this happens, all these fucking IP addresses from either DC or Israel are tinking at the fucking hospital that Charlie was taken to, that's right there at the campus, all that bullshit. Like, man, there's some fucked up shit. Like, look, no one was looking up that goddamn medical examiner, and all of a sudden you see a fucking, on March 15th, there's that IP address from Israel. Like, man, there's some fucking shady shit. And obviously, I think it spanned from between the 10 demand letter or 10 demand episode that he did, and it spawned from his pushback against Israel whenever he was talking about the fucking all the like lack of humanitarian bullshit that they're giving over there, and all that stuff. Well, you, like, I sent it all to you, but like, it's just weird that he talks about all that, then they start fucking tinking with the IP addresses, all these goddamn certain individuals, and then he ends up in that same place and killed. Like, you can't tell me in any which way it does not look like it's pointing towards Mossad. Like, it is straight looking like Mossad. And then you look at that and you compare that to fucking the JFK shit. Like, God, man, I got fucking pages on pages on this shit just from fucking spiraling at night.
So, okay. So, I looked through everything you put together, but, so let's play,
Devil's advocate. Devil's advocate.
Okay, no, yeah, let's play devil's advocate here. So let's,
because Israel's the devil.
So let's, so I don't want to say it's devil's advocate. Let me play, let me just play. Let's debate here. I want you to not only just tell me what you have, but I want you to back it up. Okay. I need to see what you have. I need you to not just tell me what you have, but show me where you got it from. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, these IP addresses, you gave me a little bit of oversight of everything here, right? Now, give me a little bit of context on what you're going from when was the earliest date that you found, and
okay.
what was the latest date that you found closest to Charlie's death?
Okay, so here's how I got to it. So I saw a video about I watched a video on how they were talking about the IP addresses, and he gave the site that he used. He used Google Trends, so you can use Google Trend. The guy on the original video that I watched, I don't know if he's an IT guy or
was showing all this information.
Yeah, original. Well, yeah, so he did it, and then now a lot of people are sharing what he did. Well, you can go and you can actually fact check everything yourself, double look at it. Okay, so Google Trends.
Okay,
so you want me to go from back forward or from the shooting back?
No, back forward, like the very first earliest date, farthest away.
Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. July the 23rd, Charlie Kirk criticized the U.S. economy and interest rates. He criticized Israel and the Middle East on civilian suffering, neighborhoods destroyed, and relief. The video of the interview has been scrubbed from the internet, but you can find clips of it, but the whole video had been removed off the Turning Points, whatever episode it was. So that was on July the 23rd. So on July the 23rd, there was search data spike from Israeli. I'm going to do this a little bit different. May 2025. Charlie Kirk opposed Bill HR 867 to expand anti-BDS lawsuit. Punishment for the boycott of Israel. He said it puts more narrative on Israel running the U.S. government. Okay, so he was against that. So that's where it starts.
Yeah.
Whenever the U.S., introduced that House resolution so that you could not boycott Israel. Like, there would be punishment if you did. Okay, then July 15th, Charlie Kirk posted Charlie Kirk podcast pressured Trump administration to release the Epstein files, the 10 demands. Okay. And then July the 23rd, Charlie Kirk criticized the U.S. economy and interest rates. He criticized Israel and Middle East on civilian suffering, neighborhoods destroyed, and the relief, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now let's look at July 16th. So that's the day after the July 15th one. That is where he did the 10 demands. Okay. Data spike from Israeli IP on Richard Rasmussen. He's the surgeon. He's one of the surgeons at Timotego or whatever hospital. There was also, which I didn't put the date, but it might have been that same date. There's an IP address search for that Timotego hospital. Then it was the then it was the Rasmussen, the surgeon. Then on July the 18th, there's a data spike from Israel for Deidre Amaro, the Utah medical examiner, and Steve Nealman, another one of the surgeons at the hospital. July 19th, a spike from Israeli IP for Lee Trotter and Lee Patterson, both surgeons at the hospital. July 22nd, search spike from an Israeli IP for Brian Gill. That's another surgeon at Timotego. July 23rd and the 24th, for Robert Patterson, another surgeon. So they searched him 2 days in a row. Okay. So there's that. And then now let's go a little bit further into this. So on to the court proceedings. So the first judge that was put on the case was Robert Lunan. He retired unexpectedly on August 1st, out of the blue, out of nowhere. He was searched. His name was searched by Israeli IP address on May the 15th and July the 26th, which lines up with all these. The second judge that they used was Tony Graff. That's the one that filled in after Robert Luman retired. His name came up on July 26th with it. And he's also the one that did the gag order for media, witnesses, attorneys, law enforcement, anyone else who has knowledge on the events and the evidence or knows Charlie. And so September 10th.
The judge we're talking about just recently?
That's the current judge. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hold on. This shit gets even fucking... It's got more nuts in it. Just wait. So September 10th and 11th, Tyler Robinson was the alleged shooter. IP search hit from DC and Israel. That's on the 10th and 11th of September. Okay.
So the day of and the day after.
Mm-hmm. May 15th and July 26th. So Tony Graff, the judge that took over Tyler Thomas' case, he assumed the duties August 4th. Robert Lunan, the judge, he retires August 1st. Here's this. Also on August 1st, Mahtab Saeed, the special agent in charge from the FBI, was removed from the Tyler Robinson case.
Any reason, or just was?
I can't find a reason. I searched for a reason, couldn't find a valid one. Just saw that he was removed from the case.
Does it say Does it say who replaced him?
It does not. It did not say who replaced him. It just said Mahtab Saeed, a special agent in charge, was removed from the Tyler Robinson case. And that was on August the 1st, which is the same day that the same day that Robert Lunan retired. Told you, this shit's got nuts in it, bro.
Okay. And so all of these people, you're saying, had IP address or searches from IP addresses from Israel and DC.
And not all of them from DC.
But Israel.
All of them from Israel. A couple of them had some hits from DC.
And then now, not to say that doesn't have a very good look connotation to it. Now, obviously, a lot of that can be conjecture. We don't know for sure without having forensics done to see where those IPs actually like specifically came from and from
originated from. Yeah. So look, I already thought that, and I went down that rabbit hole the other night because VPNs. I was like, I wonder if you could put a VPN for an Israeli. No, apparently how these so these what are they called? They are called unique IP hits. So you could tell. So there's a difference between a VPN IP hit and a unique IP hit, which a lot of this is over my fucking pay grade because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time, and I'm not the most tech savvy, but it's enough where enough people are fucking on the internet talking about this shit. You know what I mean? Like it's some weird shit out there. Fuck, I don't know. I've seen a lot of Candace Owens talked about it today on her fucking show. She talked about him specifically, the guy that the IP address guy. Look it up. Look up IP address hits from Israel or some shit. I don't know. I went through so many rabbit holes that night. I think I fucking emailed it to you like 4 a.m. and said, I'm tired. I'm done for the night.
Because so now I'll tell you what I personally think with the whole on the phone thing.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it wasn't conclusive enough just because it was he was really obscured by the tent. You know?
Yeah.
To me, the biggest issue was him just kind of
nonchalant, being nonchalant,
walking away right after the shot. I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You're just walking away like nothing just happened. Like you're like,
I agree.
Like your closest friend did not just get fucking shot, and I'm just gonna speed walk away like nothing just fucking happened.
Oh yeah. Which takes me to the fucking questions I had is how and why is Turning Point USA still pro Mossad or Israel when Charlie was turning on Mossad in Israel? Like, you know, and like that pastor, you know, him leaning into it, like heavier into it and all that. I don't fuck, man. So much weird shit.
Okay, so all right, well, like I said, that is pretty interesting info, and it doesn't look good, but
yeah.
So we could put that under. I would say let's create 3 categories right here. Right, we have pretty solid and damning. We have conjecture doesn't look good, and we have shady but unsubstantiated. Is that pretty fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would put this in, conjecture and doesn't look good because it's like the IP. Yeah, we can see it's from coming Israeli and DC, but like without forensic analysis and like kind of putting it who and what, it's like you just don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look good. A lot of it comes around of like, man, this is just it could be also argued to the fact that like this is a series of unfortunate, really shitty, just looks really bad, but IP addresses are just like it sucks and you just don't know. So
but hold on, I don't think we can put that in any category yet because there's so much more shit that goes along with that. So use that as supporting. You've got to use the other information as supporting evidence for the damning of that. Okay, so that is the end all be all on that. So that is what we see. All these fucking people were searched that are surrounding the hospital or searching people that were included in the incident. Okay, so then you got to think. Now we know that this came after This all started whenever Charlie opposed HR 867, the anti-boycott initiative of Israel. Okay. And then, July the 15th was the 10 demands for Jeffrey Epstein case. Okay. So that's the OPR Department of Justice report should be immediately released. The DOJ should number 2, the DOJ should move to unseal all Maxine grand jury testimony reports and transcripts immediately. He said, we want to find out what's in those grand jury documents. 3, bring Alexander Acosta, who was the U.S. attorney under the original 2007 botched case against Epstein, for a full interview and find out what he knew about who Epstein was working for and with foreign and domestic intelligence. He said, let's figure it out. Is Israel or Mossad? Has very strong, because they have very strongly denied Epstein was Mossad. They're the ones that are coming out nonstop, like, no, he wasn't one of us. Like, they're showing like fucking that they're kind
of like how they coming out now about like we had nothing to do with Charlie when nobody asked.
Yeah, and I've got that in here too. Yeah, so you got that. He said, was it Saudi? Was it MI6? Was it CIA? Was it a foreign country? And they said, was a foreign country running a child rape ring domestically in the United States with our own intelligence knowing? If it was a nobody, just make it clear how we know and why. Okay, so that was 3. 4, release all non-CSAM, so that's non-child sexually abused material. Okay, all underlying facts that lead to the Epstein indictment in 2019. He said Trump's DOJ arrested Epstein in summer of 19. He said release all information Trump DOJ was operating on. The DOJ would have an extensive file. Epstein arrest under the DOJ, and Epstein died incarcerated under the Trump DOJ. So they would have an extensive file on that. He said, release that shit. Like, y'all got it. Let everyone see it. Like, even if they're not letting all the other documents go, release this shit. 5, a full report on why the 2007 Bush-Comey investigation was so butchered. Because obviously they fucked that investigation up. Okay. Green light Maxine to speak openly and freely to the media or to Congress. Yeah. Learn what she knows. Okay. Look, she's the closest to it besides whoever was sanctioning them. Find out what she knew. She was right there with them. You know what I mean? And wasn't her dad Mossad?
I believe so. He was obviously in the Israeli government. I know that. I believe Mossad. I'll have to look.
He was a spy for Mossad, I believe. Okay, well, you look up this.
I don't. So I think you're right there. I think he was. I think he was an Israeli asset, like a CIA asset. I don't think he was Mossad specifically, but I'll look it up.
Okay. Number 7. Get to the bottom of how Epstein got his money. So that's with subpoenas. Subpoena his bank records, financial statements, tax filings. Find out where the money came from. Because he didn't go from nothing to that rich by himself.
So, did you ever watch that video about the Epstein list from Tommy G?
No.
Dude, it is... They offer a pretty fucking good explanation on how they got the money.
Really?
Yes. I don't remember exactly. I'll look it up, but keep going.
Okay. 8, release the names of the prisoners on the cell block and prison floor the night Epstein was murdered, and he referred to it as murder. He said, overrule the prison privacy policy. If Epstein was murdered, hit by a prisoner, it would have been someone on that cell block. Now, I added to this because I think he should have added to it, but he was kind of straight to it. So, did any of the prisoners see or hear anything? Did the prisoners observe anything different that night? People or procedures? So, I added that part. I think he should have, put that in there, but I think he had kind of alluded to it. Okay. 9. Okay. What do you say?
Nothing that says specifically, but here's something pretty interesting. Wow, this went way further than I was expecting. 70s and 80s alleged allegations intensify that Maxwell had become a Mossad operative. So not Mossad, but an operative, right? Mm-hmm. And then, so who is this guy? According to Gordon Thomas, 2002 book, Robert Maxwell, Israel's Super Spy, The Life and Murder of a Media Mogul. That's what this guy classified Robert Maxwell, an Israel super spy.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I keep seeing a lot of shit about him being like a fucking spy for him and shit.
Check this out. The book paints Maxwell as a top Mossad asset who helped Israel acquire nuclear secrets and launder funds.
Launder funds to Epstein's bank account?
That's all it says.
Okay. Number 9, get the missing minutes of prison footage, the 2.5 minutes, what actually happened to the missing video. So that's another thing. What happened to the missing minutes of the video? 10, why for a week and a half no press conference from the administration post-suicide? He said no one was reporting on it. Like they kind of like squished it under, like they didn't say anything. They kind of left it out there and everyone had to assume. He said question Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, Dan Bongino, and Kash Patel. He said administration leaked info on a weekend without a statement or presser. What and how was it investigated? What was looked for? So, and then, what actually existed and why the conclusion was reached. So that's all into the death of Epstein. So the Epstein files and the death into Epstein, he kind of rolled them both in together. But it's weird whenever so many people are assuming that Epstein was under Mossad and he had a Mossad handler. I saw something on Mossad handler and all that stuff. I didn't mark any of that stuff down, but and then he pushes against it. He wants all that shit. He wants to figure out who was controlling Epstein and why. And then all these people start getting looked at. Like, just between them two, before he criticized, U.S. economy and Israel, just on those alone, like, that pisses them off. So a lot of this, in this time period, it was him pushing against Israel. Meanwhile, they're still saying, oh, he had full support. And then what? They turn around in those text messages. They tried to bribe him over $100 million into Turning Point, and he called them bullies and all that bullshit.
It was like $100 million, yeah.
Maybe, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, it's like fucking shit is nutty. Like, shit is so fucking nutty. And that's before even looking at the, here, let's go into something that we do know. Let's take a step back to the 60s. The JFK Charlie Kirk comparison I did. Okay. Conspiracy theories involving Charlie Kirk assassination and Israel Mossad. Mossad orchestration due to Kirk's Gaza critiques and aid questions. Israel funding or Netanyahu's involvement tied to a script in suspect texts. Claims of Jewish control, links to broader Zionist plot, including false flag operations like October 7th, connection to JFK theories, suggests pattern of silencing critics. Okay. Israel Mossad conspiracy surrounding JFK. Mossad CIA collaboration to eliminate JFK over the Dimona inspection, as detailed in Michael Collin Piper's final judgment about the nuclear fucking bullshit over there, the inspection of that.
Yeah.
Israelis' deep state control of U.S. policy, with JFK's resistance leading towards his removal, linked to pro-Castro elements. Ties to organized crime and anti-Castro Cubans, with Mossad aiding logistics due to shared anti-communist goals. Broader Jewish influence theories claiming JFK threatened financial system. Involvement in Oswald's recruitment and or cover-up. JFK's position against Mossad Israel. Historical records show JFK maintained public support for Israel, as seen in speeches like Zionist group, but privately clashed over security issues. The nuclear opposition. JFK demanded inspection of Israel's reactor, warning that U.S. support could be jeopardized without compliance. Viewing it as a pro-life risk amid Middle East arms races. Their arms sales imbalance. He sought to limit arms to Israel to maintain regional equilibrium. He opposing unchecked military aid that could escalate conflict. The refugee and peace policies. JFK advocated for Palestinian refugee rights and broader Arab-Israeli peace. Israeli leaders saw as undermining their security narrative. Then there's the currency. JFK's Executive Order 11110, Treasury issued silver certificates to address silver shortages. Also was what was in there was replace the Federal Reserve dollar and create a new USA currency. And this would take them away from the Federal Reserve. And apparently they're saying that the Israelis have a lot of involvement into the financial recruitment, and it would have essentially crushed them. JFK stances and oppositions related. JFK expressed concern over Israel, blah, 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 blah. He also claimed broader support. So I broke it down. That's what I did. I broke it down shorter just in case. So that's just some of it. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963 remains one of the most scrutinized events in American history, with the 2025 release of additional files shedding light on CIA activities during the Cold War, but offering no definitive proof of foreign involvement, such as from Israel Mossad intelligence. Similar to the assassination to conservative activist Charlie Kirk on September 11th, 2025 in Utah Valley, has sparked immediate conspiracy theories, with suspect Tyler Robinson's arrest not quelling claims of an orchestrated plot, including those implicating Mossad amid Kirk's involving public sentiment of Israel. This comprehensive overview draws from declassification documents, public records, media analysts, and social media discussions to compare the two events, detailing JFK's policy frictions with Israel, a list of conspiracy theories for both, and examine Kirk's recent shift in rhetoric regarding Israel, incorporating counter arguments for balance. So that's where I kind of. They can't prove that Israel was involved in the JFK, but I was reading some of the JFK shit, and he was they were like scattered all in there. So while official narratives attribute JFK's death to a lone gunman and Kirk's to an individual act, the persistence of alternative theories underscore ongoing debates about intelligence agencies, foreign influence, and political violence in America. JFK assassination, officially attributed to Lee Harvey Oswald, acted alone per warrant commission, has long fueled theories of a broader conspiracy, including CIA and Mossad roles. Charlie Kirk assassination involved Tyler Robinson, with authorities investigating but finding no immediate ties to organized groups like left-wing extremists or foreign entities. Abnormalities surrounding the assassination. Both events occurred amid political tensions, JFK's Cold War escalation, Kirk during heated U.S. debates on Israel, and domestic polarization. Rapid spread of conspiracy theories online, with JFK involving intelligence agencies and Kirk echoing similar claims of Mossad orchestration. Okay, so that's some of this. And I didn't put everything in because we'd be looking at a fucking book right now. Okay, so Charlie Kirk's shifting support. His historically pro-Israel recently voiced frustration over unrestricted criticism and U.S. aid. Frustration aimed at specific entities and donors. So that was saying, and I had to look more into that, what he was talking about, entities. So with entities, it means Mossad, and there's some other ones. It doesn't mean Israel as a whole. It means just like Mossad, some other groups, and then a bunch of the donors over there. Israeli Mossad upset stemmed from his comments on Gaza actions and donor pressures. Frustration with inability to criticize Israel policies without backlash from pro-Israel groups. So he was pissed off that anyone else could say anything they wanted, but he can't. Yeah, it was how they portrayed it to him.
Which Candace Owens proved. So.
Oh, yeah. Concerns over U.S. aid amidst Gaza actions, questioning if it's alienating young conservatives. He had donor pressures and platform restrictions on discussing anti-Semitism or alternatives. He was shifting towards an American first priorities, viewing endless support as a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
With them. Okay. Public clips show him feeling boxed in by expectations. Text messages clips from Megyn Kelly's show. Mossad questioned Charlie Kirk's character. Mossad called Charlie Kirk an anti-Semite, and Charlie Kirk said that he can't openly criticize Mossad, which Megyn Kelly pushed back at him against this, like, essentially, that's not what it is. When he read the text, like he was talking about the text messages about it. Charlie Kirk was shit on by Mossad for giving David Smith, I put initials and I couldn't remember, for giving David Smith a platform. He was called an anti-Semite over it, and they questioned his character. That's what goes back into them text messages. Okay.
Yeah, because getting them to not bring Candace Owens on and Tucker Carlson.
Well, that too, but so Charlie Kirk gave Dave Smith and Josh Hammer both equal time to debate at a open live event.
Yeah,
Dave Smith.
What a moderator is supposed to do.
Yeah, Dave Smith absolutely fucking crushed Josh Hammer. Meanwhile, fucking Josh Hammer says after Charlie Kirk's assassination that he had just talked to Charlie, and Charlie called him to ask him advice on how to speak for pro-Israel, like how to debate these kids in a pro-Israel stance. Like, bitch, you get your ass beat by Dave Smith, and you're gonna ask Charlie Kirk for it, or Charlie Kirk's gonna ask for advice from you? You're fucking out your goddamn mind. Like, fucking stupid. Meanwhile, fucking then Josh Hammer is like pushing the narrative of
buy my book.
Buy my book, and then I'm gonna sue Candace Owens for defamation. Whenever fucking then the goddamn text messages came out about us shifting Charlie's shifting shit. Anyways,
hey, real quick. So I want you to think real hard because I know it's hard for you to even think, but going back to school,
yeah.
our textbooks. Do you remember ever seeing the publisher McGraw-Hill?
Yeah, Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
The overall company, Macmillan Inc., and a joint venture with McGraw-Hill, the publishing company. Ghislaine Maxwell's father was an owner of that. Was a publisher owner in that. Yeah. So all of the textbooks, pretty much that you and I and most of our generation have been taught throughout our education, have been published by him.
So that's why everything growing up was indoctrinated pro-Israel. They were hitting from the youth. Bro, talk about smart.
So
like,
yeah, but this gets to what I was telling you. So now this is like a theory because there's nothing that proves it, but it's like what else explains it, right? So this is where Robert Maxwell got his fortune from, because it's a massive fucking publishing company, right? Where's it here? He had stolen all kinds of crazy money, and he just and then he just fell off his boat and died, and all his money went missing. No one ever found it. Heard some interesting theories about how Epstein seems to have turned up with a very similar amount of money basically that same year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's what Tommy G's investigation found out about how Jeffrey ended up with his fortune.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, so much fucking weird shit around these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I love Tommy G. Like, he fucking found that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so answer me. What do you think about this? So Kash Patel was in a congressional oversight hearing. Okay. They asked Kash Patel about the Epstein files, right? Obviously they would, because that's what they're trying to find out about. And they asked Kash Patel, they said, did you ever tell Trump that he was in any of these files? So he like worked his way around, and he was like kind of being real combative about the answer. So he's not answering. And then
and he's giving like a non-answer type of thing.
He never gave an answer. And
but,
then
when he's like responding, he's giving like a non-answer kind of
yeah. And then they say, did you tell the AG that Trump was in any of these files? And he completely fucking, and he's like avoiding the question. He's going circles and like fucking trying to spit out fucking bullshit, make him look every other direction. So the fucking guy that was interrogating him, he kind of slows down. He said, did you
don't remember who it was?
The AG? Look it up, you'll find it. So then Kash Patel goes, why don't you use the ABCs in it? Why? And he's like, why don't you just answer the question? And he's like, I did answer the question. And he goes, well, so that I take you putting this out, you're just not going to answer the question. And then he does this weird, like, nervous drink of his water.
Was it a Senate or a congressional hearing?
I don't remember. Look up Kash Patel, ABC's, use the ABC's comment at Oversight Committee. You'll find it.
House Judiciary Committee.
Okay, that's what it was. I don't remember what it was. I just remember it was from the Oversight.
It was from that Dickwad Swalwell.
Yeah, but he...
I know, but I fucking hate that dude.
Well, and he was super respectful about it too. Like, he wasn't being combative with them.
No, and I'm not gonna stand up for fuckface Kash Patel, but it's just Eric Swalwell's a fucking douchebag.
Watch that video real quick.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
Here, while you're looking for it, I don't understand. So here's my shit on Kash Patel. Is he a deep state plant? Because honestly, there's so much in him, about him, that makes he look like a deep state plant. My next bulletin on him is he's got shifty fucking eyes. That bro's got some shifty fucking eyes. I don't like his eyes. My third point, he's a little bitch. My fourth point, bullshit intel. Fifth, deflection of answers. He will only deflect answers. He will not give a straight fucking answer on anything. Six, the Epstein files. He said nothing was there. Or he first said that they had all this information. Then he says nothing was there. Then he says it never existed. And then that oversight committee bullshit.
All right, let's watch.
Can we play it on here or not?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's a judiciary hearing. Yeah.
Remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Epstein files. It's a simple question.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes or no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No, A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F.
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are illegally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman.
I
belong to the gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt.
Oh, you didn't get the long one where he goes to the weird drink of water and all that afterwards.
Okay. So I don't know if I see it exactly the same way you do. And I'll tell you why real quick. Now, again, fuck Kash Patel, first and foremost. So the first question, did you tell Trump is his name in the list? And he did answer that. He says, I've never spoken to President Trump about the list. So that kind of.
Do you really believe that though?
I'm not saying I believe it. He did answer the question, that specific question. He may not say no, I have never told President Trump his name is on the list. He says he's never spoken to him about the list. So that in a way is an answer to said question. Again, fuck Kash Patel. I'm not standing up for Kash Patel in this scenario. That is technically an answer to that question.
Okay, that one I gave an answer to.
Yeah. The second question was it? Have you ever told the Attorney General if Donald Trump's name is on the list? What I heard, again, not standing up for it, what I heard was in a sense an answer, but of course they're like arguing like two douchebags, so they're like blah blah whatever. Mm-hmm. Because what I heard before Swallowwell started interrupting douchebag was spoken to the AG many times about where Trump's name appears in it, because we all know Trump is in the files about whenever he was a part, like before he had learned about before his first Epstein's whole sweetheart deal and whatever, and then he the public record of how he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago and stuff, like the stuff that like has been put out there, right? The official, right? That's where I heard again, I don't know. So like, it's like he was giving an answer before Swallowwell started going, oh, did he, so whatever like that. Again, I'm not staying up for Casper Child to say I don't see it, I think in the same view as what you're seeing, but it's just, yeah, they're both gay.
Yeah. Well, and then Trump, when Trump was recently asked about the Epstein files, so the Democrats, they're the ones that are voting to open it.
Yeah.
Release them to public. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And I've been very vocal of like, because again, and the way I've always fucking told any of people that aren't stupid enough to be like, I can't affiliate with you because you lean conservative, because people like that are just stupid. They like, look, nobody, if anybody has ever gone to be like, I support whatever he does because he's a Democrat and I'm a Democrat, so I have to support everything he does, you're a fucking cultist and you're stupid. You should never be that way. Okay.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Because many people were like with fucking Obama and fucking Biden and they're like, no, whatever they do is right because that's I'm a fucking blue and I'm blue no matter who. So that is stupid. I have never been 100% all Trump. I am fucking. This is the one thing that I'm always vocal on. No, this is a failure. This is a big fucking failure. This whole thing about Epstein is a fucking failure. That doesn't mean that I'm still very happy what he's done with immigration, that I'm very happy what he's doing with other things, because he's succeeding on a lot of fronts, but he's failing on this one. Okay. That is what a fucking normal person does with a candidate. They highlight they highlight their successes because they're not a cultist or a fucking human being. Okay.
Oh yeah. Which my beliefs on, I'm about as far fucking independent as you can go. Yeah. I'm about as far left and about as far right as you can go on, depending on my fucking whatever policies, because that's how I feel about it. But so why the fuck aren't more Republicans standing up and say, hey, we need to see this shit? I think that's sketchy. That is fucking sketchy.
100%.
But so when Trump was asked about the Epstein files the other day, JD Vance got defensive over it, and then Trump got defensive, and he says they are, and he quoted this. He said they are bullshit. And then he said the Democrats created them.
I mean, did he say that again, or are we referring to when they first got asked? Because I know what
this was just the other day. This is just the other day when he was asked in the Oval Office. Did you know the Oval Office isn't the big office that you think it is in the front of the White House, where the big rounded spot?
No, it's super small.
Yeah. It's over to the side.
Uh-huh. Let's try to wrap this little bit up soon so we can get some fun shit in.
Okay.
Dude, whatever your concept of the other day is very, very off, because there is nothing showing from the other day on Trump saying shit about the Epstein files. Your concept of the other day is fucked. Because I'm not seeing anything from October on Trump on Epstein. Because I know what you're talking about, but that shit was like months ago.
Was it?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I was like, because the shit, like everything you keep bringing up, I'm just like, what time frame are you living in? Because I've known about this.
See, my problem is I got so much going through my mind at any given time that.
That's what I'm saying, because that's when he called it a hoax. He says it was bullshit. The fucking Democrats made it up.
Is that when JD Vance got fucking? Yeah, it was about 2 months ago. I thought it was.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was like last month, but yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, because when he said that, I was like, did something happen again that I'm not aware of? Because I was like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I don't. Fucking, I got so much shit going on all the time. I can't remember time frames. But it's like, it's so fucking weird. But okay, here, and we'll wrap this up with this. The assassination. So roll it all back together. The assassination. The death reporting was weird. So Bibi reported the death before anyone else, from what I saw. How did he report the death before Trump or anyone stateside?
Like
That's
posting it or something?
Yeah, he posted or some shit before anyone else.
Really?
Okay.
And see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading that the other night. Also, and I don't know, so I was finding conflicting shit on this, but 2 media outlets apparently had articles about Charlie Kirk's death before it happened, like
so I saw that
19
Alex Jones
19 hours before.
That. Alex Jones had posted something about that.
Okay, so I believe it was LA Times and New York Times is what I saw. I can't remember for sure.
Also,
but it was like,
did you see that Alex Jones had posted something about how Amazon had posted
that's the next one.
A book about Kirk's death like the day before.
Yes. So no, immediately after, so right after he was killed, it went live for sale. So depending on what you look at, some say it was 9 hours before, some say it was at the moment of his death. But the book is called The Death of Charlie Kirk. And they said it could not have been published that fast. It takes minimal, on the most rapid publishing ever would be 48 hours. And it was published almost immediately, if not 9 hours prior. So it's weird because the articles came out 19 hours prior. The book came out went for sale 9 hours prior. A month prior, there was the song that came out, Death of Charlie Kirk at 31.
I saw that too.
Okay, so now that's just some weird shit. Okay, yeah. Now we look at this. The shooter, 22 years old, not a non-trained shooter, multi changes of clothes that don't make sense, disassembly of the firearm. I'm trained in firearms. I can't disassemble that firearm like that.
Especially a bolt action.
Bolt action's easy. That's not hard. You can pop it.
But no. I'm not saying it's easy or hard or whatnot like that. But a bolt. But take the concept, right? You bolt action on a roof, right? Let's stick with that's what happened. That's because that's what they're showing. Bolt action on a roof, one shot. You take it apart. You're running with it. You jump off the fucking thing, and you run into the woods, and then you put it back together in the midst of all that adrenaline and stuff. Like that's what I'm saying. In all of that scenario, not saying that it's easy. I get that, but I'm saying in that scenario of all that adrenaline and that rush, while you're trying not to lose parts and drop anything and all that. That's what I'm saying. A bolt action that scenario, not you have an AR with a backpack and you could just flip the back pin, break it down real quick, and shove it in a backpack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So he was unfamiliar with the campus because he's not from that area. He never went to that school.
Yeah.
And he was familiar with the terrain. So the woods that were around it, the subdivisions, all that shit. Like a lot of this shit you can't figure out on Google Maps. Like you can look at it, but it really doesn't give you a good idea. Like if you look at that picture that I put on the paper, if you see there's a little diagram of a person right there, you can hold a piece of paper up to it and actually slide it over to where he is compared to where Charlie is. And number one, he's obstructed by the cafeteria building. Like if he had any sight to that awning, it would have been a mere maybe a foot off. He would have shot essentially off the corner of that fucking that cafeteria building. Okay. So anyways, but the shooter's location was a bad angle, bad line of sight, non-tactical overwatch. How and when did he get into that position? Like how did he get up there?
Yeah, because if he jumped down and hurt himself, well, how the fuck did he get up there in the first place?
Yeah. Like where's the ladder? Who helped him get up there? I didn't see any ladder or anything, and no one's reported anything. How the fuck did he get up there? Okay, then
we had video of fucking, was it Thomas Crooks carrying a goddamn ladder to Butler in the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. People saw this fucker carrying a ladder and didn't say shit.
Yeah. And then it goes to that picture I have on here where it shows the line of sight at a different angle. So it is it's kind of like a angled looking back from behind him, and what you would see if you were him, from like a little bit of a bird's eye. Okay, then the bullet, the entry wound side was fucked up, no exit wound, minimal damage, and no to minimal bullet fragments. You know, that's not a 30-06, bro. Then you look at the private plane that took off. It was owned by a Mossad donor. It hasn't moved in over a year until moments after the shot.
Thought it was an plane.
What?
Thought it was an Egyptian plane.
I saw it was a Mossad donor. It was an Israeli donor, is what I saw. What I was reading the other night. And it turned off the transponder. Candace Owens, she has all the text messages. She said Charlie Kirk said he was going to be killed, which we heard that today. Finally, she went into detail about it on her podcast.
He said that he feels like the TP like essentially TPUSA was going to be the death of me. It's very people will say you can interpret that in many different ways, but it is pretty crazy to see that,
Well, she read it how he said it. It sounded like they were going to kill him.
What I'm saying is like how you read that, right? It's insane. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. It seems crazy. Now again, people are going to use that in any different. Well, you don't know. It could have been. People are going to use the whole. It could mean this. He's probably talking about this. He's so because how hard he worked. He probably felt like he was just going to like work himself to death, like stress wise, and so people are going to use all those angles. That's what I'm saying. Is like because like they didn't mean literally that he loved that organization and the organization. They're going to use all of that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. And then you've got the Candace Owen and Tucker Carlson death threats that were right around the time, that she said came from a weird source. The info on Mossad forced meeting with Charlie Kirk and the inside information given. Bibi's press conference, he keeps reiterating Charlie Kirk's support for Israel, reiterated Mossad is not involved in his death. I'm saying Candace Owen is starting and fueling conspiracy theories of Mossad involvement, all that shit. Then also about she talked about the letter that he talks about, Bibi talks about, was sent by Charlie, and Candace Owen says the letter doesn't say what he's saying it says. She's telling Bibi to release the letter to the public, which they won't. Like, that's just some of the bullshit.
So the letter that, I guess, so you're saying the letter that Bibi did show
he said
is the actual one?
Yeah, she's saying that's not Charlie Kirk. Like, Charlie didn't write that letter.
So
like with all the support and all that bullshit.
So okay, so what? Even though it had like quote unquote like the headliner and everything like that, the memo head. Are you saying that was just like from like the office of Charlie Kirk, but not from Charlie Kirk or something?
I don't know. I was watching some shit that Candace Owens was saying that that's not what Charlie Kirk said. Charlie Kirk didn't write that letter, and that released the letter and what he actually said, like all that shit. So I don't know.
I guess because like I've talked to you this about multiple times. Like I'm like when it comes to Candace Owens, I'm like 80% with a lot of stuff. I think what she's doing, especially with Charlie Kirk, is great. Because I think she's the only one that's really determined into actually figuring out what happened. I think that when like with Brigitte Macron, I'm 100% convinced that she's a man. Like she made a strong fucking case for that. You know what I mean? I watched the entire series. I'm like, that bitch is a man. Like, I don't see any other outcome. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then, when it comes to Israeli stuff, I would say I'm about probably like 60-40. I get there with some stuff. Some stuff I feel like is like, I don't know yet, um, I don't go as far, like, sometimes so with some stuff with her, like, that she presents as like evident, like, I guess was like, I have receipts, I have evidence, and you look at it, I'm just like, I'm not seeing where that shows as like definitive. I'm seeing as like, that's kind of like, was it anecdotal? You know what I mean? It's not really like,
Well, and that's why, like I said today,
yeah, in
like,
certain aspects. Does that make sense?
yeah, and that's why I said today, like, everyone's expecting this fucking bombshell from her, and it's like she fucking sprinkles crumbs at you, like,
And see,
if you got
that's what I
shit,
don't
fucking
like either.
drop that shit.
And that's why I don't like either.
Yeah.
Now I get it in some aspects. She'll say that she's like, I'm not in it for this. I like, just be honest. This is your job. I get that. Like, but if you say you have it, drop it all, watch the world burn. Let's take all these fuckers out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I agree.
That's my aspect. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because she says, I have everything. I'll keep releasing it. I'm like, just release it all now. That's
Oh
my,
yeah, like she's got fucking information and all that shit on the fucking the IT guy or the camera guy or whatever, and she says she recorded that conversation or whatever, blah 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 blah.
It today. She should have played it today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm right there with you. I think she should have.
When she was talking about it and she was saying like he said that, I was expecting. I was like, oh yes, fucking play it, and she didn't fucking play it. I was just like, why didn't she play it? Like, she should have played it today. Again.
Yeah, and says she plays that bullshit
today.
It says she plays that bullshit video of him fucking leaning against that wall saying Charlie Kirk just died or whatever. Like,
couldn't have cared less about that. That was non-value added. She should have played the conversation they had.
Yeah, it was so anticlimactic. Like, it's like, okay, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, yeah, he didn't act like fucking his best friend or his boss or whatever fucking just died. Like, you're right. He didn't show a whole lot of emotion to it, but and then the other cocksucker, on the phone and all that. Like, okay, yeah, she talks about. Yeah, like, do you got more information? Like, if you got more information, drop that shit. Come on, bro.
Anyways,
but like, my shit is, whenever I was going over it, and it was, my questions I put at the top of it whenever I was like starting to look at all this is, what are the reasons Mossad would want, to silence Charlie Kirk? Well, obviously his pushback against Israel and, him saying, it's genocide over there, what they're doing in Palestine, and then really pushing back on the U.S. connection to Israel. Obviously, my other one was how and why is Turning Point USA still pro Mossad whenever Charlie Kirk was turning on Mossad in Israel. Not Israel as a nation, Israel as the government. Why is Mossad still a top donor for Turning Point? Like, why are they even allowing it? Because obviously he said that he didn't want their money anymore. They're fucking bullies. How far does Mossad's influence go in the U.S. Fed? Like, that's my next question, and then how much control does Mossad have over the, U.S. Fed? What politicians are under Mossad control? Why? And what do they have on them? You know what I mean? And then how do we break away from Mossad control? Like,
AIPAC's number one American donor is OnlyFans. The largest disclosed U.S. donor to American Israel Public Affairs Committee appears to be Leonid Radvinsky, the billionaire owner of OnlyFans, according to internal documents reviewed by investigative outlet The Lever. Radvinsky and his wife, Katie Chudnovsky, pledged $11 million to AIPAC, the largest single contribution listed.
Yeah. Well, then that goes into that further conversation that I want to eventually have one day that we can't have today. But, you know, that was essentially what he was pushing back against. And he cited that shit, you know, whenever he was talking about
Hey. Vincent just, Vinny Oshana just replied.
What'd he say?
See?
Yeah.
Rustie, what's up, my brother? Dude, again, I just wanted to say good on you and your boy for making that video, bro. Such great freaking angles, such great points. And it's like, bro, there's no way you're going to have me trust any of these people, bro, with the history of the institutions. I don't care who's in charge, bro. I don't care. And when it comes to this whole situation, brother, when you stack the timeline, who had access, who gains, it points to state level help. No matter, I don't give a shit who you are. This wasn't some kid, tranny, bullshit, furry. It's not another random loner. No, the way security failed at every key point, it does not feel like bad luck to me, bro. It feels like it was strategic. It was planned. They had diversions. They have a patsy. You know, the quick, clean story, bro. The limits on the footage, the rush to close the book on, all scream control from the freaking top, bro. And your Mossad call. I mean, bro, Rustie, I was talking to somebody today. 2 people actually, because they were looking at the phone call with his friend Tyler, the other guy, and all that stuff. And it's like, if this was a movie, or see, I don't know if I've ever told you this, if you were just watching this in the theater with all the backstory, with the first act and all that shit, sorry for my language, who would you think was behind it? Like, it's pretty obvious, bro. I'm sorry. It's pretty obvious, bro. These guys got reach, tradecraft, the motive. If they saw Charlie as a real problem, which I think they did, the world, look at the text and all that shit. If it's not them, it's someone with the same level of power. And I just don't, I don't see what that person or that group would be. And I'm with you, bro. Kash, I got sold, bro. I got sold like how I got sold when I was in the military during 9/11, bro. When Bush was like, terrorists, America, and they sold me and I was like, yeah, and I had all these hopes, and they were full of shit with weapons of mass destruction. This is kind of the same feeling. He came in with the promises, and we all believed that he would, tear the cover off the stuff, and it's such a disappointment, bro. Now we get the soft-ass answers, the lectures, and now his eyes, those beady, weird freaking eyes actually pissed me off, bro. Calling us anarchists because we don't want to buy a fucking obvious, mess is fucking weak, bro. The Epstein line about no list and that what? So he was trafficking all these girls to himself. Yeah. Okay. But you know what, bro? If you want me to trust you, show me the autopsy details. I want the full communications logs, all the uncut footage, and the full chain of custody. Until then, bro, no, I'm in the same boat as you. You guys could all kiss my ass, bro. Like, the more they wave it off, the more it looks like a cover, and the people, the more people will freaking dig, bro. I'm with you 100%, Rustie.
I fucking love Vinny, man. He's so funny. He did the same thing you did, his fucking beady little eyes.
Sorry about that. Damn, that's fucking nuts, bro.
Fucking love Vinny, dude. That shit is so hilarious. He fucking did the whole fucking beady eyed like you did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just fucking throw up?
Yeah. How can you tell?
Because I heard her fucking gagging and you were fucking burping your ass off.
Yeah. I fucking drank way too much coffee today. Oh. Fuck.
Can't hold your liquor. Look at you go.
Hey, no, I can. It's fucking all the goddamn coffee I drank today. Started way too fucking early. Would you rather hook up with the wife of a cuck creepy clown that every 2 minutes, sticks his finger in your butthole and giggles, or get pegged by a werewolf with a 12-inch strap on. Rough doggy style.
First one. What the fuck?
He gonna be sticking his finger in your
I don't
butt and
give a shit.
giggling.
But what was the gas station one from those kids?
Oh, fuck. Okay, so I'm sitting there at the gas station, and they come over, and they're like, hey, bro, we've been seeing your truck around. We followed you, and, you know, we've been watching the videos and all that, and, man, y'all got some funny ones, but I got a real good one for you. I'm like, okay, what is it? And he's like, if I tell you it, you got to say it whenever y'all do a show. And I'm like, all right, cool. So this is for the guys that are driving the welding truck. Would you rather eat Whoopi Goldberg's ass or blow Chris Christie?
Yo, fuck you guys, man.
I told you, man, they had a fucked up one. That's a rough one.
Yo, Chris Christie's belt has a hard enough time keeping those goddamn pants up.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't, because they said, what do you think your other guy's going to answer? And I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't even know how to answer that one. I was like, that's a hard one. I think that's worse than any I've come up with.
I mean, this is like the definition between a rock and a hard place.
None of them are hard.
I mean, just to go like the non-gay route, you have to go with fucking Whoopi Goldberg.
That's what I figured.
Dude, it's just, dude.
You're fucked either which way.
Dude, fuck you guys, dude. Stop listening.
Oh, man, when they said it to me, I'm like, oh, bro, that's fucked.
All right. Let's wrap it up real quick because I wanna do this really, like I said, the thing I was talking to you about. So check this out. My wife, our best friend, lives up in Illinois. Her daughter is 9 years old. My daughter's 9, so she's in 3rd grade. So I'm gonna guess the same grade. They're doing a spelling word, fucking putting sentences together, right? So they have a list of words, and you pick a word, and you have to create a sentence and put the word in that sentence, right? So, all right, let me share my screen with you. This is one of those kids, quote unquote, say the darndest things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. First word right here, you see, is boy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you think a 9-year-old girl, so pumpkin spice sentences, right? It says it right here, pumpkin spice sentences. What would you think a 9-year-old girl would write for a sentence containing the word boy? Just throw something out there. Give me a guess.
Really like pumpkin spices.
The boy liked pumpkin spices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like just very, very innocent, right? I mean, given that up here she misspelled Starbucks. Right? Okay, so we kidnapped the boy and the girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she misspelled kidnapped. We kidnapped, but you know, we're starting off strong here. Okay, so next one, sign. What do you think here?
Sign?
Mm-hmm. It's the next word.
We stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped at the stop sign. We put a sign up that said free candy.
She's going there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Next one. Trunk.
We had Starbucks in the trunk.
Starbucks in the trunk. We put the kid in the trunk.
Fuck.
Okay. Thank.
Thank the server at Starbucks.
Thank you for messing that flank up. I don't know what she was trying to say, but you know, it you know, not that bad. Bring.
Bring me my coffee.
Bring me my coffee. Bring the child at 3 a.m.
I think they bred a little sociopath. I think we're eventually going to get a movie on this little girl.
Maybe Stung. I think she does not quite there yet, but go ahead.
Stung?
Yeah, it was supposed to be stung, but she put it with stunged. Yeah.
The bee stung me.
The kid got stung and I laughed.
I like this little girl.
Right? Sing.
We sing This Is Halloween.
I don't know what this is. They sing like a rat. I don't know what she was trying to write there, but belongs.
Pumpkin spice belongs in November.
The kid belongs to us now.
Oh fuck.
Stink.
Fuck. Now I the decapitated body stinks. I don't fucking know. Like it's going that direction.
You stink so bad like a rat. I don't know what this word means here. Like a rat. Like I don't know what she's getting at here.
I wonder if she means rat.
I think so, but I don't know. Blank. This was just like you look blank. I don't know. But yanked.
Like a blank stare, like a sociopath stare.
Yanked.
The teacher yanked me off.
We yanked the baby from your hands.
God damn.
Zonked.
We were tired and we zonked out.
You zonked and we kidnapped you.
What the fuck?
This is a 9-year-old girl. How fucking awesome is this? By the way, the teacher, I mean, she did, the teacher was not upset. This is a passing grade. She did the assignment right.
Yeah. God damn.
This is just so fun.
What the fuck?
I just thought this would be fun to share.
Like I thought DJ said some fucked up shit like as a kid, but god damn, isn't that fun? Yeah, that's pretty. Oh yeah. I thought fucking DJ asking what a fucking blumpkin was bad. No, that was much worse.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not one of those things of like, is it better or worse than DJ asking? You know, it's like
that should be morbid.
It's not really comparable because it's like it's a different thing. You know, it's dark.
Oh yeah.
But it's just so funny. It's gonna make you laugh, like because they're kids. You know, they're gonna be honest. They're just gonna be like, oh, what's the first thing I'm gonna think of? I'm gonna think about kidnapping a fucking kid. Like,
oh yeah, someone's listened to a lot of fucking Marilyn Manson or something. God damn.
But yeah, I wanted to end it on a light note, and whenever Destiny was telling me about it, I was like, oh my god, send me everything I want to talk about on the next episode. So
oh yeah. Here, let's end with a Halloween would you rather.
Okay. Would you rather get blown by a bear skull, teeth and all, or get just violently gang raped by 100-year-old dry vag witches?
And nothing's going on my ass?
That's up to them. They're witches.
I'm taking the witches.
Yeah? Dry vag and all? No lube?
I'm taking... Look, I'm going to get it wet. It may start dry. I'm going to get it wet.
Are you sure about that? Because they're 1,000 years old, man. There's nothing there.
Hey, I can see baby powder getting a little bit lubey, like that smoothness to it. Yeah, so if they got one of them powdery vages, like I'm probably taking them bitches.
Powdery vages.
Yeah, can I have both?
No.
I'd try both. I do both, maybe.
Just have the teeth scraping.
Would you rather Dutch rudder a creepy clown that giggles the whole time, or double Dutch rudder me and Chase, and in every situation you are the rudderer?
Dude, will you stop with you and Chase?
We gotta get him on here one day.
Dude, I just hate the clown, dude. I can't.
Bro.
I'm not doing nothing with you and Chase.
Fine. Would you rather shit a large pumpkin or piss?
Shit a large pumpkin.
Shit a large pumpkin or piss urine mixed with fiberglass?
Urine mixed with fiberglass, so just little tiny shards coming out like little fucking like kidney stones, kind of.
Oh, they're so bad. Like, if you've ever fucked with fiberglass, like body work and shit like that, it gets in your skin and it itches and it hurts, and yeah, it's bad.
When I used to do AC work with JD, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
And you just think if you're pissing it out and that itch that comes along with it, you can never scratch it, so it's deep down in your dick.
Like, honestly, I feel like the pumpkin wouldn't be horrible because like you could like, it's like mash it up in there.
What if it came out whole though?
And you stay constipated till it rots.
Blows out your ass.
Shit pancakes ever since.
Damn, we didn't even fucking cover the goddamn house fire. I talked the whole time. We didn't even cover the house fire. The reason I bought a shed was because I had a house fire.
You never fucking told me that.
I know. I was going to wait till the show to tell you. So, you know those battery boxes that you can buy, those big ones that you put, it holds like hundreds of batteries. Yeah. Like the D batteries, C batteries, double A's, triple A's, all that, fucking 9 volts. So we had a fuckload of lithium batteries in it. So I'm in the garage, and so the night before I was in the garage, so I smell this sweet smell of alcohol in the garage, like sweet beer or, you know, whiskey or whatever. And I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, the next day I'm in the garage. I open the garage for like 5 minutes, close the garage. So it got a whiff of air in there. And I come in here to the office and I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden I hear this loud pop, and sure as fuck, end up fucking the batteries blew up in that box, had a huge fire, all that bullshit. Oh yeah. And then fucking I end up grabbing the water hose, putting it out, burned up a shitload of stuff in the garage. Luckily it didn't fuck up the 4-wheelers or anything.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
and then Saturday I went and bought that fucking shed and was like, I'm putting gasoline and everything outside, so fuck y'all.
Dude, that sucks, man. Ugh.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Fuck, man. Episode 6 in the books. Appreciate you guys joining us. Please, fuck's sake, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to say it again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, even if you hate it, just fucking comment, because we've been getting a lot of haters out there. It's been funny. But everybody even getting shadow banned and all this shit already. So, but please like, comment, share, subscribe. Just get us out there. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. But we love you guys. Thank you for listening. We just want you guys to just please keep getting us out, keep getting the word out there. Share your clips on your stories, anything like that. Share with your friends, send in messages, be like, yo, check us out, you know. Just help us and let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear. If we're doing something you like, let us know so we do more of it. If we're doing something that you don't particularly care for, let us know. And then, you know, if enough consensus say, hey, you know, don't really care for this type of content, we'll slow down on it, to be honest, just because we want to do more of what you like. And if there's something that's a general consensus of like, hey, it's not really working for you guys, we'll slow down on it, because we don't want to do stuff that people don't like. We want, you know, not necessarily in inches like, hey, it offends us, fuck you, we don't care. It's like, hey, if it's not popular, it's not really gaining attention, then we're going to do stuff that you like. Is that fair, Dustin?
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But we still want to push the boundaries as much as possible anytime we can. So let's fuck the censorship, push against it, say what we say, feel what we feel, and say fuck it.
Exactly. But like I said, always like, comment, share, subscribe. But most of all, Texas forever, bitches.
Later.